So hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm, even though we're not really at the farm right now. We're thinking about changing up what we're doing at the farm. I'm thinking about trading the pigs and the chickens and the sheep for some tilapia, salmon, and trout based on the amount of water that we got. So if you're interested in fish, hang out, we got fish coming. All kidding aside, today Sandra and I are doing a little bit of divide and conquer. She's on her way down to Piedmont Custom Meats to pick up the last 3 pigs that we had processed, and I'm on my way to Hickory to meet with the folks at Shiner's Stash Jerky, and we're going to do another video on Shiner's Stash and what they do and what those guys are all about, and I'll post a link to that whenever we get that shot and produced. But she's picking up 3 pigs worth of pork, and I'm going to pick up some jerky. We had some hams left over from last year, whole hams, big hams, kind of out of the season for those, and we figured that we would do a value add on those and bring some pork jerky to the market. So we're excited about that. Done a little bit of a trial run with it last year, had good luck. Folks really liked it, so we're excited about our jerky. Today's the day that we really start to see the fruits of our labor. These pigs, we've got 8 months of blood, sweat, tears, heart and soul in these things. We got 6 more to go, but it's really, really satisfying whenever you get to the point that you can see the product and the fruit of the labor and the time and the effort that you've put in. So we're going to show you what all that looks like, what we do with it, putting it in the freezer, getting everything together. So stick around with us, and we'll see if we need to put on our snorkel gear or if we just drowned. Hang around.
Do my hair.
Yep, smile real big. Smile real big.
All right, so we're back at the farm. We're going to unload what Sandra just went and picked up at Piedmont Custom Meats, and I went and picked up our jerky from Shiner's Stash over in Hickory, North Carolina. I'm going to do a totally separate video on that, and we'll post it. So what we ended up with, this is the first 3 pigs that we took to the processor, and I'll post the link of that video right now where we were trying to load them up. That's the one where I ended up covered up in pig poo. Revenge is sweet. So out of those 3 pigs, they all on the hoof, standing weight was about 1,100 pounds. The return on that, what we got on the truck right now, is about 675 pounds, 673 pounds, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we ended up with a real good yield on them. That's typically about what we expect. The fella at the processing plant was very impressed with the way that the pork turned out. The chops look good, the ribs look good, everything looks really good. So as we unpack it, we'll kind of flash a couple of the cuts up in front of the camera and kind of let you take a look at it and see what the product ends up looking like. So let's get this stuff unpacked and get it in the freezer. Here's a couple of examples of, first off, these are our pork chops. On our chops, we cut them 1.5 inches thick. And you can see they've got a real nice fat cap on them. These things are they're tender. They cook up more like a ribeye than they do a pork chop. And they've just got a ton of flavor. So that's a pack. There's another pack of pork chops. These all come 2 to the pack. And then here is an example of our tenderloin. These things they're just huge. So a lot of fat, a lot of marbling, a whole lot of flavor. this cooler was empty when we started tonight, and this is all of the sausages off of those 3 pigs. And we got a couple of new things. One is we've got a hot Italian. We've got a hot Italian sausage, and now we have a new Cajun sausage. So those are a couple of new products that we've got. So that's the process that we go through when we go to pick up pork from the processor. This was 3 pigs. Again, we were at 1,160 pounds and ended up with about 675 pounds of meat. So, you know, this is the fruit of our labor. This is what we put a lot of blood, sweat, tears, and effort into, is to get these pigs back home and get them in the freezer. When we were unpacking, Sandra said her 2 favorite days is when the piggies come as babies and when the piggies come back from freezer camp. So, you know, we respect our animals. We try to say that our animals have just one bad day, but we're fortunate that we have the ability to produce food locally that's grown right, that's raised ethically, and comes out at a pretty good quality. So listen, if you like these videos, please hit that subscribe button. Again, we've got a bunch of folks that are watching that are not in the United States, so please leave me a comment down below and let me know where you're from and where you're watching us at. Hit that thumbs up, click the bell so that you know whenever we're posting new videos, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.